Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is the 8th episode of our Let's Play the Prince and the Thane mod for Crusader Kings 2. And, yeah, we've played a little bit now. How about we take a look around the world, see how things are going? The Seljuk Empire looks rather strong. Currently there's a casus belli that could be used to dispute the succession. Somebody must have died. The Padishah, Arslan the Just. Let's see if we can kind of go back in time and figure out what happened. A great way to do this, if you're ever curious what's going on and you missed something, is you just click there, and then you can go to the history of the title, and we can see who and in what order held this title, this empire. So this guy died of seemingly natural causes on the 4th of September 1063, which is actually before the game started. So I'm surprised that there is a dispute succession CB available. It says Belabey Turan, the first Shah of Mazandaran, was pretender to the Beylik when the old ruler died. Interesting. When we declare war. What? Is it actually saying we can declare war? No, that's silly. I like these, this is pretty. This looks a little bit different than the regular game's colors. And are these people fighting in a war, or are they just independent at the start? Ooh, check that out. Rich. Levy, revolt risk, city, castle, and temple tax. That's nice. I want that. How come I can't have that? What do I have to do to get that? What's this mean? Oh, the juicy tax. Cool. Revolt risk is down, local tax modifier, and levy is down. Cool. It's a different icon than before. Right, so, somebody over here was at war. You were attacking this guy, apparently. Norway is still Norway. What's going on with these counties? Are they just not buildable? That's interesting. Regular Crusader Kings 2, you can build stuff here. These are actually playable. But apparently Lapland is no longer selectable in this game. Interesting. Guess maybe it's more historical, perhaps? I don't really know. What's this guy up to? No real war, okay. I'm imagining that the Spanish kings are basically in the same position as in regular Crusader Kings 2. Although this guy has very little land. King Garcia here. Looks like they've kind of changed the de jure borders of the Duchy of Portugal. And Vieira, is that brand new apparently? There's a lot of extra counties down here. That's kind of neat. Yeah, these weren't all here, not all of them. It's all funny looking and different, and these little things here are impassable terrain. Like you can't, apparently you cannot go from Guadalajara to Segovia. You've got to go there first, then there, or go around. So it must be rather mountainous down there, I guess. Not really sure. Kind of cool. All right, great. Well, one other thing I was looking at was that looks like our liege is about to win a war. It's King Harold the Unready, our liege, plus King Robert the Old versus the Duke of Aquitaine and the Duke of Narbonne. And they're winning. They've got a lot of possessions right now, a lot of occupations here along the border. So that war's going to end soon. And then I've actually kind of forgotten what was happening. Looks like we're screwed. Yeah, pretty much just we're screwed. Not we, personally. Our brother is. He called us into this war. We're trying to help him out, but he's going to lose. And unfortunately, he was the offensive guy, I think, if I read that correctly. Attacking Earl Gareth of East Anglia in the de jure war over Oxford. So he is trying to get Oxford right here. And apparently Oxford is part of Hereford. Which, what, do you have that title? Yeah, he's got the earldom of Hereford, so he has the right to that land. Even though he doesn't actually have any of that land. How did you do that? How did you get the title if you don't own any of it? Oh well. Unless, what, is this Prince Godwin of England? He's helping against you? Is that what's happening? Yeah, he is. Interesting alliances there. So these guys are all allied, and he attacked Oxford, and this guy got called into it somehow. Yeah. Anyway, so he's going to lose this war and lose some prestige and stuff, but not a big deal. Hopefully... Oh no, she's pregnant. We've got to do something about this. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to kill this Earl, and I've forgotten why I want him dead anyway. So for now, let's just stop doing that. And let's see if we can go ahead and kill... If my brother were to die right now, then we would get all of his stuff. So let's see how many people want him dead. Quite a few people, in fact. The risk I'm running here is that if we don't kill him before that kid is born, then well, then we'll have to murder the kid too. The other option, of course, would be to try to murder the wife, which would probably be easier than murdering the husband, my brother. And the real risk that you face with doing this, in fact, yeah, let's okay. Shoot. Cancel. I don't want to get the Kinslayer trait if we get caught. Let's just try to murder my husband's, or my brother's wife. Killing a pregnant woman is not very nice, but, well, you know. Certain things have to be done. Not quite as much support, though. Alright, fine, I've changed my mind. I'm going to kill my brother. I'm going to risk it. Kinslayer trait, here we come. Only if we get caught. Maybe those people that I've actually invited me to join will still accept the invitation, since I've already invited them once. They were going to say no, because I wasn't actually actively trying to kill them anymore. And can we get this guy on board too? Is it worth sending you 20 gold? Yeah, I think so. Let's try to get you too. Damn. Wasted 20 gold. Must have already invited some of these people. Right, anyway, okay. So, let's play the game a bit, see what happens. Get all our modifiers back again. Let's just click those off. And it's actually probably going to be better for me to just not get too much more involved in any combat here, because my brother's going to lose. He's going to lose the war. Ooh, there is a bishopric. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to go siege that bishopric. It'll be a lot easier to take than a castle. Yeah, so hopefully don't get caught, because Kinslayer's not good. But I think I read somewhere that you can actually get Kinslayer removed if you ask the Pope to kind of like justify what you did, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so my liege wants to do small city taxes in the Kingdom of England. Alright, sure, why not? I'd like small city taxes. Does that affect me or not? Probably not. Yeah, this will be a lot easier for us to siege. Fire struck one of our county holdings, leaving only ruins on its way. Holy crap! We lose prestige, piety, and gold, and Westmoreland gets poor until 1492. Holy crap, that's like forever! Oh gosh, no, we need to rebuild immediately, clearly. Prestige and piety, minus 70 gold. I mean, whew. And then I'm curious, this is in which county again? Westmoreland. Do we actually lose buildings? Where's Westmoreland? This one. None of these things get destroyed, do they? Doesn't look like it. Wow, that is a brutal event. Cynical is no longer affecting us. Okay, I don't know what happened that made us not cynical anymore, but what, did it get worse maybe? Ignorance at war, large duchy, prestige decadence. Those look all about the same. Okay. Military organization in York. Let's do a quick check on technology, since this is the first look at this I've had in just a brief little bit. We still need at least level 1 of bows in our capital. Looks like we've got level 1 of almost everything for cultural. Let's go for spiritual art in our capital. Farming in York. Cool. Noble customs in York. Wow, York just got a lot of stuff. Nice. And we're building buildings. Sure, yeah, let's keep building buildings. Now I'm considering definitely keeping a little bit more money on hand, considering how expensive that event was a minute ago. So, now fortunately, when my brother loses this war, I'm not going to actually... I'm not going to actually, like, lose much of anything, really. Except that... Okay, he still doesn't have that child. Oh, good, she had a girl. Perfect, so I'm still the heir. Alright, Earl Aedwin of Mercia will soon be going on a hunting trip. Surprising, considering we're at war, but with his entourage and personal guard, with boars and other dangerous beasts running around, not to mention arrows flying in every direction, so many things could go wrong during a hunt. My co-conspirators will bribe a hunter. I could bribe the hunter, or I could say this isn't a good idea. Let's have a co-conspirator do it. The less implicit our implication, the better. Success! The hunter did what he was paid for and made sure Earl Aedwin I never returned from the hunting trip. He will keep quiet about his ghastly deed to save his own skin, if nothing else. Perfect. Earl Morcar of Northumbria has inherited the earldom of Mercia and other titles from Earl Aedwin of Mercia. All of a sudden, our realm is much larger. You see, the problem with me playing this game is that even when I try to start off with a weak character, I'm such a bastard that within, what has it been, 4 years, I'm already, let's see, as far as the realm goes, if we held on to all these titles right now, I'm already 34% of the strength of the realm. And that puts us well within position to start plotting to actually take over the kingdom. But that's okay. So we actually have way too many titles now, and I'm going to have to take a little bit of time now. And in fact, we've actually inherited the war. Even though my brother died, now I am the person. And actually, that's not good, because now if this war does not go well, like if I had to offer peace and if I had to surrender, we would lose 192 gold and 200 prestige because of it. So I've definitely got to win now. But hopefully we can re-raise our levies and do some fun stuff and actually get enough men to fight him off. Surprised my brother didn't have any money. Oh, that's my father. Looking for my dead brother. Didn't give it to your daughter, did you? No. Good. Okay, so let's see. I don't like these titles as much. It's harder for me to tell what is a duchy and what is a county. Because these little ones here are counties, apparently, the shires. And then that little tiny difference on the top lets you know that it's a duke. Where before, it had some like little spikes. Kind of like the way a kingdom looks. See how kingdom is even taller? I liked it better. It was a little bit more clear. That was how I quickly identified titles. But let's see. So we're going to want to keep, obviously, the ones that I've been upgrading, and then probably the best ones that are within duchies. So let's look at the de jure duchies map mode, which is this one, and try to keep probably the two best duchies, which are probably going to be the ones we started in, York and Northumbria. So this is Mercia. We've got that's unfortunate. There's a Prince Bishop mixed in here. Incompetent ruler. 5 boroughs. Okay, well this has 3 shires in it. We currently hold 2 of them. I'm okay with holding on to all the dukedoms because I'm not a king. I have to hold on to them, and I'm not going to get any penalties from my vassals because that's only if you are a duke. Or, excuse me, only if you're a king do you have to worry about having too many duchies. But everyone that has land in one of the duchies that I don't, any vassals are going to want the duchy, the respective duchy. Man, some of these other titles have that poor modifier too. Okay, well, let's do this. I'm going to find characters, search by realm, and I don't want to land really anybody that is not going to like me. Let's see if we can import some good advisors. Currently we've got 14 on diplomacy. Could definitely use a better steward. Our spy master is pretty good, and so is our court chaplain. So I'd like a new steward, a new marshal, and a new chancellor. So we'll scour the realm for the best unlanded people Like this gray eminence here who hates me for some reason. Lack of funds. What are you talking about? I'm not negative. Oh well, whatever. So 17 diplomacy. He's unlanded. Wants to get married. He's Catholic. I'm Catholic. Everything looks good. Alright, yes. So we will import you. You can have a title. How about you get Lincoln? Let me just make sure Lincoln is one of the... I hate how it doesn't line up. The county of Lincoln, and I've got to find the name of the city. Gainsborough. Okay, you can have Gainsborough. This is so convoluted. We should just say the county name over there instead of that. You get the city of Gainsborough, which is the county of Lincoln. There you go. Congratulations. And let's also arrange a marriage for you, so that you like me better. You can marry this young lass. Sure, whatever. Sounds good. So there's one. So we'll have a new chancellor, and let's also get a new marshal. We'll take Marshal of Northumberland. What? Oh, you know what it is? I need to let a couple days tick because it's actually mixing names and titles and things up because those were apparently my brother's people. Right. So, you need to get landed, and you can have the title of Leicester. You guys keep making fun of the way I pronounce things, and I'm trying my best, but they've changed all the names. It's complicated. Don't you understand? This is the Leicester. Okay. Let's go ahead and land that guy. He doesn't like me, but just by landing him, he's going to like me a lot more. Enough that I can handle any problems that he's got. So you can have that shire as well. And do you have any ambitions, any desires? Nope, he's already married. Okay, so he's at -2, which, not the best, but I don't really care. Wow, -30 for being ambitious and -30 again for being both ambitious. That's pretty significant. Let's go ahead and give you an honorary title as well. We'll list you as a patrician, just so he likes me a little bit better. Now I'm going to be able to make him my marshal. So I'm going to have a much better marshal. I'm going to piss off the tithingman, which is one of our mayors, but 20 is just much, much better. It also puts him in touch with my personal diplomacy score instead of the state diplomacy score, and on top of that, he gains plus 25 for being my marshal. So despite him having some problems, he's doing pretty fine. And what do we want you to do? I still got more titles to get rid of. Okay, I'm going to have to break it up here. This is going to take me a little bit more time. We just inherited a lot of land, so once we get things in order, we'll resolve this war and start to conquest the kingdom so that we can take over the world, one county at a time. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.